What'd you do to your hair? It looks different. So,
Hey, Eric. You wanted to see me?
As a matter of fact, I did. As the general manager of Raw, it's my pleasure to let you know that you two have been selected to represent Raw on the upcoming WWE Legends World Tour. Congratulations.
wow, thanks, Mr. Bischoff. I don't know what to say. It's gonna be a chance of a lifetime to entertain WWE fans worldwide.
Wait a minute. I'm not so sure about this, Bischoff. The two of us discussed getting me into title contention right here on Raw. How's this tour going to affect that?
Well, since you'll be off Raw for a few weeks, I'm afraid you'll have to postpone your title hunt until you return.
If that's the case, I'd just as soon stay here, Eric. Thanks, but no thanks.
Hold on a minute. Don't you realize that you'll be working with some of the greatest WWE legends of all time? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to elevate your standing with WWE fans all over the world.
Yeah, you're probably right. But just the same, I'm not interested. I'd rather stay here on Raw and challenge for a title. Now, if that's all you got?
You want a title opportunity? Let me tell you about title opportunities. They go to superstars who earn them by doing exactly what their general manager asks. And right now, you don't exactly fit that description. Let me make myself perfectly clear. You are a Raw superstar. And if I tell you you've got a match in Timbuktu, I expect you to be on the next flight out. Understand?
Oh, I think I understand, Bischoff. I understand that the only thing standing between me and a title is a general manager
Hey, take it easy there, big guy. Maybe he's right. This tour could be great for you. And I personally guarantee that you'll have a very good time. And I'm sure you'll have a title opportunity waiting for you when you get back. Right, Mr. Bischoff?
I absolutely promise that I will definitely take the matter under advisement.
That's not much of a promise, Bischoff.
I'm not promising anything until I see what you do on the tour. But beat a few WWE legends and I'll do my best to put you on the path to becoming one yourself.
All right, have it your way. I'm on board. But you'd better live up to your end of the bargain.
That'll put your lights out permanently.
1, 2, 3.
These superstars took each other to the limit.
Here's your
over
winner,
now.
Edge.
Ladies, can you give us a minute? When Vince McMahon made me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, tour general manager, I told him that I was going to put some of the greatest WWE legends against some of the top WWE superstars of today.
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate that, especially coming from a veteran manager like yourself.
I was surprised how good you looked in that match against the British Bulldog last week. I mean, after all, he's the former tag team champion, the Intercontinental champion, the European champion, and the hardcore champion.
You were surprised that I looked good against the Bulldog? Well, Jimmy, all due respect to the Bulldog, he's one of the true legends of this business. But I'm a legend in the making.
Well, you know what they say, one match does not a legend make. Anyway, tonight, you're scheduled to face one of the greatest superstars ever to set foot in the WWE ring. And a man I know very, very well. He's a 5-time WWE champion and the greatest member of the legendary Hart Foundation. I'm talking about Canada's favorite son, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Wow, The Hitman, huh? Bret Hart's one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. And if I beat him here tonight, I'll be one step closer to becoming a legend myself.
Hey now, don't get cocky, Daddy-O. Hopefully you'll be as good in the ring as you seem to be with the ladies. Because the excellence of execution requested a submission match. And I gave it to him. He said something about putting the past behind him here tonight.
A submission match, huh? Well, it wouldn't be the first time Bret Hart tapped out in Montreal to a legend in the making. See you around, Jimmy.
Good luck!
And this ain't easy to get out. He picked up a very hard-fought victory here tonight. Here's your winner,
You think you know?
You know, so far on this tour, I've faced the British Bulldog and Bret Hart. Two all-time great WWE superstars. But that's just the beginning. I'm issuing an open challenge to any legends in the back. Come on out here and face me in the ring tonight so that I can prove I really am a legend in the making.
What's that nuisance Jimmy Hart's doing out here? He asked for legends, not loudmouth managers.
Jimmy Hart is a Hall of Famer, King, and one of the most legendary managers this business has ever seen. Plus, he's in charge of this tour, as if you didn't know.
You know, as the general manager of this tour, I should point out that individual superstars aren't the only legends in WWE history. In fact, certain matches themselves are also considered legendary. So tonight, I've decided to give to you a chance to revisit one of the most legendary WWE matches of all time. A Hell in the Cell match with the Mankind and The Undertaker!
Good Lord! That was one of the most hellacious matches this business has ever seen!
I can't believe this is happening, JR. The Undertaker and that idiot Mankind are going to be in another Hell in a Cell match right here tonight?
You know, Jimmy Hart, just a few minutes ago, I was in my own personal nirvana, luxuriating in the Teutonic comfort and decor of the arena basement, contemplating the fine German engineering that must have gone into creating such a spectacular boiler room. But then I found myself inexplicably drawn up here to this very stage by forces I can't begin to explain. Sort of like a moth drawn to a flame in order to be set on fire, electrocuted, and impaled by tiny little thumbtacks. And I must say that I'm intrigued by what I've found. If my ear and what's left of my other ear don't deceive me, you are suggesting that Mankind, The Undertaker, and your associate in the ring there should meet in a Hell in a Cell match here tonight. Just for old time's sake.
Maybe you didn't hear me clearly, Mankind.
That's exactly what I'm saying!
Well, as you know, The Undertaker nearly killed yours truly the last time we danced in the cell. And that was before the starting bell rang. A person would have to be certifiably insane to be dragged through hell like that again. Which bodes well for you, since, as is well documented, I am a few marbles short of a full deck. But if my math is correct, one more superstar in the ring means 3 potential casualties for the body count this time around.
Mankind, if you're trying to intimidate me, it's not working. You and The Undertaker may be living legends. Well, I don't know if you call the dead man a living legend exactly, but you can't scare me with...
What's going on, JR?
Oh no, this is not good. This is not good at all. tonight. If you want to be a legend, you got to go through the dead man first.
Maybe so, but with a triple threat Hell in a Cell match coming up, I'm afraid we might have more than one dead man here tonight, JR.
You think you know it.
Oh my gosh, that's
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold is here! It looks like Austin's got some sort of problem with Jimmy Hart.
Well, who can blame him, JR? That blowhard gets on everyone's nerves eventually.
Stone Cold Stunner! Austin just stunned Jimmy Hart!
For once, I agree with Austin. Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
Oh, we've got combustible elements here, King.
What do you think that was all about, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. I'm sure the Texas Rattlesnake has his reasons, but Jimmy Hart represents the authority of Mr. McMahon here. And I have a feeling Hart is not going to let this slide.
Maybe so, JR, but since when did the authority of Mr. McMahon ever mean anything to Stone Cold Steve Austin?
The WWE Legends World Tour continues this week, down under in Melbourne, Australia. And Taz, here comes none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So this is a little WWE Legends Tour? Is that right? The greatest superstars of all time under one roof? But Stone Cold Steve Austin ain't even on the card. You think you can have a Legends Tour without Stone Cold Steve Austin? Hell, there ain't never been a bigger WWE superstar than me. So if y'all want to see Stone Cold on this damn show, give me a hell yeah. Well, there you have it. So Jimmy Hart, you scrawny little pencil-neck bastard, I suggest you put on your cheap sunglasses and your little zoot suit and bring your 98-pound ass down to this ring before Stone Cold comes back here and sticks that damn megaphone so far up your ass, they'll be able to hear your silent but deadlies in the back row.
Here comes Jimmy Hart, and he does not look pleased to see Austin here tonight.
Brilliant observation, Lady Lips. This is 2 weeks in a row Austin has taken over the show. And not for nothing, something's got to give one way or another.
Look, Austin, it's true, you might be one of the greatest superstars of all time. But your actions last week are exactly the sort of thing I wanted to avoid. I mean, let's face it, Daddy-O, you're not the easiest guy to keep under control. I watched you put Vince McMahon through hell and back in the day, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you do the same to me. Now, despite not being formally invited, you managed to interfere anyway. And the fact is, I simply can't let you do that anymore. So we can do this the easy way, where you can just leave the ring and don't come back, or we can do this the hard way.
Hell, Jimmy, you know the Stone Cold Steve Austin ain't never done nothing the easy way in his whole damn life.
All right, Steve, if that's the way you want it, then I guess I've got no choice but to call in the big guns.
You think you know it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. Before
Why don't you
two...
hold on just one damn second, you mealy-mouthed bastard? This is what you call the big guns?
No, that's not who I was talking about.
Get back to the locker room and stay there. This has nothing to do with you.
Look, I joined this tour to face WWE legends in the ring, not to sit on the sidelines and watch them beat the hell out of each other. Jimmy, if you're gonna up the ante, I want in.
Well, that's just fine for the mouth of the South. I've got a couple of special surprises I've been saving for something like this. We'll see you two in the ring for a tag team match later tonight.
Well, normally Stone Cold don't like surprises, but now that you mention it, here's one for you.
It looks as if Jimmy Hart wasn't surprised after all.
Not for nothing, after last week, he'd have to have a case of amnesia not to be ready for that one.
It don't matter who you bring to this damn ring. There ain't never gonna be a legend as big as me. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
With all of those legendary superstars, I knew we'd have some problems with their legendary egos, JR. And that pipsqueak Jimmy Hart's been AWOL since Austin tried to stun him in the ring last week. Uh-oh. Now what's he doing?
He's trying to get between them and calm them down. But frankly, that's the last place in the world you'd want to be. It's Mr. Socko! It's Mr. Socko right down his gullet!
Oh, that sock is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen, JR.
And Austin gave him the stunner!
I could have told you that would happen, JR.
Now ain't that a sight? The only thing legendary about you is the beating you just took in the middle of this damn ring. Mankind may be one dumb, psychotic sumbitch, but he's earned something you ain't got yet, and that's my respect, and that's all I got to say about that. And now that it's just you and me, I suggest you collect your damn teeth, put your little sock back in your pants, and drag your lumpy ass back to the boiler room before Stone Cold changes his mind, stomps a mud hole in your ass, and walks it dry.
While I appreciate having your respect, Austin, I beg to differ on just one point. Mr. Socko may in fact be little, but to be fair, it is just a bit chilly in this arena. What's more, I'm content to take my leave, as Japan is one of the few places I can find live nutrition without being harassed by some sort of animal rights enforcement. But before I go, I offer what I like to think of as legendary words of encouragement to our would-be legend. Have a nice day!
Are you sure you're okay?
That was pretty bad, but I've had worse.
You know, Jimmy Hart is supposed to be managing this tour, but it seems like he's lost control of some of the legends.
I think you're right. Looks like I am going to have to take matters into my own hands.
So, what are you gonna do about Steve Austin and Mankind? Next week in New York City is your last chance to settle this.
That crazy Mankind reached into his pants, grabbed a sock, and shoved it right down your throat. Yuck! That is so gross. I think he deserves a little payback next week.
Yeah, but Stone Cold's just as guilty. Plus, he's meaner. And you might never get another chance to face a legend like him.
Who says it's got to be an either-or choice?
What do you mean?
Maybe I can only get one official match sanctioned for next week. But that doesn't mean I can't find one of those jokers somewhere else beforehand and get a little payback.
I like your plan. So, who's it gonna be?